Virgos, you have the Strength, Page of Wands, and the Six of Wands. A lot of you Virgos have gotten a lot more structure to your lives. The Strength represents you Virgos have completely remade the structure of your life and how you do things. You've recreated yourselves. The Page of Wands and the Six of Wands is about because for you realize that you've been paying attention to the wrong things, the wrong ideas. So a lot of you Virgos are now, like I said, now that you've ghosted the world, you've spent some time for yourselves, a lot of you are retaking power of your life. You're doing the things that you want to do. Like it is that I said with Aquarius, like it is that I said with Capricorn, Leo. And because of it, you're realizing that you're better off because of it. The Death card in the World is about, so as a result of this is more so about you Virgos now taking the time to realize that you have to be careful about what it is that you pay attention to, the scenarios that you find yourself in, because like it is that I said, there's a lot of people playing games, right? And what I mean by that is the idea that people will hang around you and they'll try to play games on you, play games with your time, your energy, your mind, right? Try to get you upset because they're too emotional, and that's part of the problem. They're emotional to the point where it's a fault and they have issues, right? So now they see you Virgos being happy with your life and your decisions, but they're not happy with theirs. So now they have to make it into a problem. And then the thing is that the Death card in the World is about you Virgos now enjoying your life because you've let those people go. The Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups, however, is about, because since that's the case, excuse me, since that's the case, you were down, right? Like your body was broken, you know what I mean? Your spirit, you had low morale, your spirit was broken. And like it is that I said, the Ace of Cups, you found a brand new reason to move. You're now motivated. Things are better for you. The Ace of Swords, and you're able to move swiftly. You're able to see when someone isn't really going to be around you if it's not working, and it's time for you Virgos to leave them alone, right? Leave those people alone that will get on your nerves, get you upset, not listen to what you have to say. Because like it is, I said before, people have to find out the hard way usually when it comes to Virgos, because people spend so much time trying to find, ways and reasons. They'll call you, they'll seek out your counsel, they'll ask you for advice. But then when you give it to them, it's like they're trying to debate with you. And it's like stupid. You came to me asking me what it is that I thought. Now you're goofy behind the sitting up here trying to debate with me. Like, this is not a debate, Joe. If you don't want to listen to what it is that I have to say, then you should have never called me and go off and do your own thing. Then when they get their butt kicked by life because they were obviously ignoring what was right in front of their face, because they so much so have so much optimism about, they're optimistic about the wrong things in which they should not be optimistic about, right? Someone's trying to screw them over, and instead of them realize that the other person or the situation is trying to screw them over, or getting with you Virgos would be a good idea, and that maybe they should work with you and not against you, what is it that they're doing? They're spending all of their time trying to work against you. So you Virgos see it for what it is. And a lot of you are like, look, if they're not going to work with you, you can't have them around you. The Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant is all about now how you want to now offer your attention and your love and the tangible things that you have. Yes, share the resources as well as your undivided attention with people that do the very same thing for you, who is willing to accept it and give it right back. And then the thing is that the Hierophant represents also trusting your gut, to where if a person does not give it back, you will have to leave them alone. So let's clarify the Death card. If you found value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section below called the link tree. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where you can support me, from books that I have that are on Amazon, my clothing, which is at the Teespring store, as well as private tour readings from me. Come through and get some if you want to keep the show going. So to clarify the Death card, you have the Moon, the Page of Wands, the Three of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Cups. So these cards right here, right? So these cards right here, to clarify the Death card, again, this is about how, you know, people don't want to hear the truth. You know, this is like the Salem witch trials, where people have a particular grudge against you because, you know, whatever, you're not paying attention to them. And, you know, Virgos, you're not spending all of your time trying to spend money on them and give them your undivided attention all the time. You Virgos have things to do. And because of the fact that they don't like it, you know, they'll, like I said, it's like the Salem witch trials. They'll try to come up with any stupid reason to have a problem with you, no matter how ridiculous it is. So you Virgos understand that people are sad in the way of they doing all of this stuff to accomplish what? Just delusion, pure nihilism. Because all of this gobbledygook for what? You Virgos, if you set yourself up correctly, you're still going to do your own thing. So now it's like, what exactly are they doing? And the Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups is about how, while they celebrated and they think that they won after they've done that, right? That's what the Three of Cups represents. They celebrated. They celebrate trying to tear you down. And again, you Virgos know this. And the Knight of Cups is just about how you Virgos know this, but you still move forward anyway, because you heal from it eventually, and you realize that's what they're trying to do, which makes them look weird, because again, what is the point of them doing what it is that they're doing at the end of the day? Pure nihilism. They doing all of this plotting, you know what I mean? Like there's some sort of comic book villain. And then at the end of the day, they still get their hindquarters kicked by life, because that's not how life works. In the good book, what most people call a good book, it says the divine good will always triumph over evil. So if we know this, why are people still moving from that perspective, and they think that somehow they're going to win? It kind of says volumes of how deluded they actually are, to think that, why is anyone still coming from that perspective? But to clarify the world, and they never do win against you, especially if you Virgos know what you're doing. The Nine of Wands, the Tower, the Two of Cups, and then you have the King of Cups. So this is about like, this is about, once again, you moving forward and not wanting to do this with them. Because you already know what they think, the position that they're coming from. You know that already. So you Virgos are just so done with the bad attitude, the delusion, the trying to inflate the sense of self-worth that some people have. It's like, look, you'll just leave. You'll just be like, all right, whatever. The Two of Cups and the King of Cups is about how, since that's the case, right? The Two of Cups and the King of Cups is about how, once again, this is about like you kind of dipping your toe in. Are the two of you actually compatible? If not, you're going about your way. It is what it is, you know? So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords, the Hanged Man, the Chariot, and then you have the Eight of Pentacles. So moving forward, trying to talk to people that you can give time and attention and energy to, that isn't going to turn back around and try to troll you and act like the stupidity that they own is actually making sense, you know, even though there's something wrong with them. But, you know, them thinking that something, you know, that they're making sense. And like it is, as I said before, people tend to waste a lot of time doing a lot of stupid stuff, that trying to come up with these plot lines like they're comic book villains. But it's because I see how useless it is why it is that I insult it. I see how useless it is. The idea that, you know, somebody is trying to come up with, that's a lot, come up with all of these plot lines, all these timelines, like if they do this, then this is going to happen. It's like at the end of the, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a useless task, because it's like they do this, they get you upset, they get you on your nerves, they play all these games, and then what? There's still the spook that sat over in the corner, because there's still a weirdo that has even a time to be sitting there to come up with this type of stuff, to where they could say, this is sense. It's like, listen, go and get your life together. I'm getting my life together. Waking up earlier in the morning, having more time, you know, waking up at the same time every day, you know, having way more time to get these videos done, beginning to work out more, having way more time on the clock every single day to be able to get things done. I'm not wasting my time. But what is it that you'll have? And I'm a Virgo, but what is it that you'll have people that spend their time trying to waste time, trying to get on your nerves? It's useless at the end of the day. What are they trying to accomplish? And the Chariot just means that, you know, the chariot just means that the quality, the Chariot and the Chariot just means that the quality of your life is raising, because you're not the one wasting your time on this nonsense. You know? So you're off to try to find someone that actually works for you and works well with you, and build something with them, instead of dealing with short-sighted individuals who want to act like they don't want to come around to have common sense. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video.